Let's get it. You already know it's your boy Nas Guy. Hip Hop is real. We are here at the studios. As you can see, HHIR and Hip Hop We Trust. We got, RBE, Brick by Brick, one of the most influential guys in the game.
Appreciate that.
Yesterday, man, Divide and Conquer. I think before I even talk about the event, I just got to talk about the atmosphere. The people that was just there, the notoriety, everybody who was in the building. Like, people I haven't seen in years. Vada Fly was outside yesterday. 3 Letterman was outside yesterday. You know what I'm saying?
3 Letterman for me is like a classic moment of the whole event.
It's like seeing a unicorn.
Yo, yeah, because I don't know if I've ever seen him at a live event.
Me neither. This was my first time.
Event.
This is my first time. This might have been my first time seeing him in person.
It was a lot of people's first time seeing him in person.
First time seeing 3 Letterman in person.
But the thing is, we all know him so well.
He didn't feel like a stranger.
We all came up together, whether you saw him, you know what I'm saying? So, like, 3 coming out, that was just like, that's like a classic battle rap shit. For me personally, I like shit like that. Like, for me, that's like big shit.
Chrome was in the building. Chrome 23, Remy Ma.
Chrome 23, shout out to Rem in the building, coming through. Fuck it. I mean, since you on that type of wave, you could help me now. Make sure I don't forget nobody, but we might as well just make sure we try to run down and show as much love.
Mickey Fax was in the building. Pendulum Inc.
Doggy Diamonds surprised me out of nowhere.
Yeah, Doggy Diamonds was in the building.
Shout out to Doggy Diamonds. Shout out to Holla. Shout out to Cash. Shout out to Suge. Shout out to John. Shout out to Quest. Shout out to Marv. Shout out to Real Deal.
Facts.
Shout out to J2. Think of all the battlers now. Shout out to Vada. Shout out to 3 Letter. Of course, y'all. Of course, 50 Minutes of Fame. Yep. Light Skin TV.
That shit is Hot Sun Live for the first time in like years. I saw my man outside.
He DM'd me. He was like, yo, I'm making a return to battle rap. Am I still good and everything? I was like, of course. Because if you come from back where we come from, he was prominent on the scene.
Facts.
So I was like, of course, like, you don't lose your past just because it's been a while, you've been off the scene. And then he DM'd me, like, where's the face-off and everything. I give him more treatment, same like back in the day. You know what I'm
definitely was good to see him as well.
And all that. You know what I mean? See him pull up. That was dope. So, yeah, man. And salute to anybody that I might have missed, but it was just great to see a lot of people from bloggers to the media to the battlers to other league owners, you know what I'm saying, come through and support such a dope event, a dope card.
I had mad fun, you know what I'm saying, like that spot, man, was the most packed I ever saw it, you know what I'm saying, like that it was the pit for real.
Yeah, that was a real, that might have been one of the more energetic pits that we've ever done. Yeah, we've done pits events before over the years. We've done a lot of shit on a stage. Even if it was like Club Drama Days, that's still a stage, a raised away from the crowd type of situation. Some like Biggest Believe musical, that's a stage presentation. Pit styles, I feel like Ruin Your Day does such a great job with them, and there's so many battlers that just go crazy in them. And I feel like we kind of developed like our own little appreciation for that much more when we started doing the straight to it's. So when we did the 3 straight to it's back to back, like that whole pit format, I think Straight to It Volume 2, where we had 17 battles.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 34 artists on the card and shit. It was like a private event. Remember, it wasn't publicly promoted. There was no tickets to be sold. We didn't put out the address to nobody. You know what I'm saying? It was literally a private event. So the battlers and the special attendees, people that we may have given the address to, allowed them to pull up or whatever, that made the crowd.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like Raw said the other day on my show, I was like, oh, that's a dope analogy. He said like the rappers and the media and the bloggers make the ropes of the ring, create the ropes. And it's like, we look at it like that, and then you just max that out, no pun intended, at like a Divide and Conquer event, and that pit style really just expands. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy.
You know, I gotta say, as far as the 1SKs, who to you stood out? You know what I mean? Who was the guy or the couple of guys that you were like, whoa, okay. Salute Wing, salute Lawrence. Okay, I see what y'all doing.
I will say this. I was early.
Okay.
I was any events that I gotta say this to some of the battles, because some of the battles are taking shots at me on RBE before, like, your ARP, you late to the event. I've only been late to events where I was able to be fully in fan mode. I could be fully in fan and spectator mode where I don't feel like I'm actually working when it's Lawrence and Wing that fully booked the whole card. So if they do like a brick by brick card where I have no involvement in setting up the matches and booking it and coordinating it and doing all that work, whatever, and I could just show up like a fan, yeah, I'm not on the clock like that. You know what I'm saying? So I missed. But yesterday I was actually there early, but I was outside coordinating, having a bunch of conversations and shit. And then I walked into the building and the first 1SK was going down. So I was there, but I missed it because I was outside. And everybody told me notes went crazy. So maybe
notes, that's all.
Notes went crazy. So I'm gonna check that footage out ASAP. And I want to see on footage Jagger Josh versus Jers. I already knew Jers was very, 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 very talented from Bags and Bodies. I saw him live on Bags and Bodies. Jagger Josh, I knew was talented from when I first met him as well. So I think Winged and Lawrence did a good job putting those two guys on. Let's get them a look. I want to see them on footage. So those could be the standouts along with what I see on the note side too. And it doesn't have to be just me. Even Lawrence and Wing can have more plans for them too as they continue to build through the brick process. So,
just for the 1SKs real quick, is this like an introduction to potentially getting, I guess, a contract to become a brick and things like that?
Yeah, and I want to say this. There's no exact formula to signing to RBE.
Okay.
It's not like, yo, you have to do one 1SK or 2 1SKs or 3 rounders, or you have to get on a blood, sweat, and tears, and then you have to graduate from a blood, sweat, and tears to a contract. There's no specific formula. You know what I'm saying? I've broken our own rules a couple times.
Gotcha.
Blue Cocaine was an example of that. When we did the ladies and gents card, she didn't have a 1SK. I wanted to get another lady on the card and somebody that wasn't really known to the battle rap culture, and I grabbed her for a 3-rounder.
Yeah.
So some people would be like, yo, why did she skip the 1SK? Is it because that she has some type of relationship with somebody? No, I don't know, from a can of paint. You know what I'm saying? I asked for that online. I came across her footage, or maybe she sent it to me, and I saw talent in her, and I wanted to construct that into the card, being that it was a ladies and gents card, and she ended up with that type of opportunity.
No, that's fire.
You know what I'm saying? So it just depends. Like, I could see somebody tomorrow where I could be like, that's a diamond in the rough contract, or 3 rounds, or blood, sweat, and tears type of match. You know what I'm saying? Or it could just be somebody that came through the regular process with Lawrence and Wing, then earned themselves a 1SK, and then I get a chance to see them too. And so there's no set formula. You know what I'm saying? And I think if you try to have a set formula, then you don't give yourself the flexibility of being able to say like, oh no, this person right here deserves to be in front of this type of opponent right now. Oh, but the formula is this, so you got to do it. Look at what other leagues go through with such amazing talent when they're trying to promote this whole. You got to do a PG first. Look at how that's hindered like a Loso at a time, or a B-Dot at a time, or A-Ward. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like the whole culture would be like, no, why? Like, it's already proven.
Like they're talented as fuck.
Sorry, my top five favorite battle of all time is B-Dot and Danny Myers. The first time I saw that battle was the first time I ever seen B-Dot. I just need to see him once, and I was like, he's a star.
Facts.
So I hope I'm proving a point.
I like, just to kind of add on, I like the relationship that you and Hitman, like the business relationship you and Hitman Holla have, as far as like, because when you named Blue Cocaine, seeing her on like doing her first Bags of Bodies card, I was like, damn, I remember her on ARP joint. I seen how much she developed and how way better she gotten over the years and things like that, and how you guys have given opportunities to different talents and being able to work with certain guys to actually take them to the next level.
All these platforms and leagues that coordinate together or have relationships or know how to get along and try to help each other and support each other, it doesn't even have to be directly, because I don't want any battler to feel like, oh, they end up on Bags and Bodies. That's not because it was 100% Holla's decision.
Gotcha.
Or if it's somebody that I seen on Bags and Bodies, like for example Jers, maybe that's not why Jers made it to RBE. So I want to give the credit to Holla. He may have seen something in Blue Cocaine and say, yo, let me give her a call. Or it could have been like, yo, he got the advice, like, yo, take a look at her. Gotcha. Like, you never know where it comes from. You know what I'm saying? So, but even when I seen her pop up on the card, I was like, oh, that's a dope move. Because she is talented. I knew that she was off the scene for a while. So for her to get that opportunity over there, that's her work and that's Holla's decision.
Fire.
But me and Holla absolutely, just like me and any other league owner, could get on the phone, yo, take a look at this person, yo, take a look at that person, yo, did you see this, yo, did you see that, you know what I'm saying? So it's good to rub shoulders like that with people.
And just to also continue to add to that conversation, how caution is on You know what I'm saying? Chrome, she's on the tournament, but and me and Caution had a fire conversation yesterday, and she's like, you know, I'm the first lady to break this, that, and I'm gonna be the first Chrome 23 $25,000 winner, and I'm bringing it all home. Like, so it's like, it's dope how, you know what I'm saying, even with you and Remy, I seen her pull up. Y'all was at the club last night, so just that camaraderie.
The club was fun as shit last night, wasn't it?
Hell yeah, I had a good time. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but like, I be laughing sometimes, and I be saying it jestfully, but is my history any different? You go back. We're marching on our 10th year. You know, whether you're looking at old footage of me and you see me on stage at certain events, whether I'm in Toronto, whether I'm in New York, whether I'm in Jersey, whether I'm in Detroit, whether I'm in St. Louis, I'm at all these events early on. Whether I'm at both, I'm spending money, I'm supporting people, I'm flying out on my own dollar, I'm going home, I'm recapping these battles. And fast forward, to this day, where I'm one of the most influential people in this culture. I have my own platform, one of the best battle rap platforms in battle rap history, and you still see me doing the same, having the same energy. Oh, I didn't know Remy from a can of paint neither, outside of me knowing what she does or what she has done in the hip hop culture.
Right.
She didn't know me from knowing what I've done in battle rap. But when we do connect, now if we're on the phone or we face to face, or yo, come on out and hang out, whatever, we treat each other with that love and respect now, because it's like that camaraderie of the support that we're supposed to give each other when you respect somebody and you appreciate what they do. I've been like that since day one. I'm never gonna change who I am. I'm never gonna change who I am.
No, ARP, no bars here. You know,
yes, sir.
You know, nothing like that. You know, I gotta introduce myself. You know what I mean?
He wants to make sure everybody hears on the audio knows that that's no bar.
Yeah, that's no bar.
Just put something on the screen. When he comes in right now, just edit his Twitter on the screen and we good. See, you don't even got to do the intro. That's the edit.
No
you do that in post. You do that in post.
Post edit. I'm gonna get straight into it. You know, like you were just talking about Remy. You know, you said it on stage yesterday. You know, Remy the assist and things like that. Remy Mon, Chrome 23 versus ARP.
Damn, he went right into it.
We're going to do it. Remy gets 5, you get 5. You know, whether you put 2 ladies there, 3 guys, or I don't know how you're going to split it up, but let's get to it.
Hey, let's get to it, straight to it. I've said it many, many times, and I want to try to stick to it, of never doing a versus with another league. I would do a collaboration with another league, but I don't want to do a versus with another league.
But you know, if you can do a collab, it's gonna always still look like, you know.
That. Well, it can unless you promote it and you create the matchups in a certain style. So for example, like let's say Chrome 23 and RBE does something, and there could have been a conversation about that, and the card name of Ladies and Gents could have been thrown in the air because we both have done events called Ladies and Gents. Mm-hmm. Right, so that conversation somehow came across my table, right? I won't say who had that conversation or whatever. Maybe somebody DM me or some shit, or a blogger said it and I picked it. I don't know, but I heard talks of that shit, and I think it's a dope idea. But when I say you could do collaborations and it doesn't have to come off like that, let's just say Remy takes her resources, what she brings to the table. RBE takes their resources, what they bring to the table, whether that's matchup styles, whether that's networking, whether that's promotion, whether that's editing, whether that's ideas, whether that's creativity, whether that's financing. RBE is already capable of booking any battle that's out there. There's not a single battle that's out there that we can't book. Now, does it make sense to book everything out there? Probably not. If I call Daylight and Lux right now and they say, give me $1 million, I don't know if that's going to make sense for me. You know what I'm saying? But we could afford, if we felt like it makes sense, for any matchup that's out there.
Fire.
So if you take that type of position and you put that with another platform that's bringing their side to the table as well, it doesn't even have to be dollar for dollar money from either side. Imagine the capabilities. You know what I'm saying? Facts. So I think collaborations could be even stronger than a versus. Now the verses that I do see out there, that I don't want to say allow to happen, but I would be supportive, and I don't think it would go against me saying that I never really want to do that. Is I see Wayne and Lauren's side of things, they're like, yo, the bricks versus bags and bodies people. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. I would fall back. Maybe me and Holla could fall back a little bit, and well, like,
I see Holla putting money on the floor.
That's dope. But
Maybe you can put money for your bricks. He put money for his guys, and whoever go home.
There's one bag. As a matter of fact, I think it was the last shit that Holla did that had blue on it that we was just talking about.
The first Bags and Bodies actual event.
I told Holla I'm glad I ain't go. Because I think me and Holla's egos would have came into play. Yeah. With us being in, I would have left spending more money than I would have. Got
you. Holla would have got you in that back, like, nigga, who you putting your money on? How much you believe in your bricks, nigga? I believe in mine. We would have been shoulder to shoulder that shit. Y'all put out 5. I'm like, why you put your money out? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That I would have been like, yo, I'm putting it. I'm putting it. That's when you know somebody would have been overpaid. $20,000.
Yeah, for one round. Like, I'm glad I ain't go. You know what I'm saying? But now I think that could be something like that could be dope. When I see Winged and some of the bricks and some of the Bags and Bodies back and forth, I would definitely support that type of versus, because I don't think it would be a league versus league competitive vibe, because people know the relationship with me and Holla.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Whereas if you have like a Chrome 23 versus a RBE, a King of the Dot versus a RBE, a URL versus any league versus a RBE, people gonna chalk that like, all right, well, now this league needs to have this reputation going forward because of the outcome. Mm-hmm. And I don't think any of us deserve it. And I don't want to do none of that shit anyway. I'd rather just continue my supportive type of shit.
Gotcha.
But collabs could be way more important and way more impactful to the culture.